Making everyone happy on vacation isn't easy, but you know what is? Going to Aruba. All you have to do is walk out your door to find pristine pools, relaxing white sand beaches, and an island teeming with outdoor activities that'll put a smile on any face. You won't just feel great, you'll all feel great, filled with a calmer, more peaceful vibe that radiates Aruba's warmth. And the best part is, it never fades. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your family trip at aruba.com.
It's time to say goodbye to hold music and say hello to fast customer support with Service Cloud. With trusted AI and data working together, you can skip long wait times and deliver efficient, personalized service right away, all while keeping support costs low and more customers happy. Reimagine your customer support with the #1 AI CRM for service. Learn what's possible at salesforce.com/products/service.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 2595. How to Live Well on One Income, plus 6 Tips to Make It Work, by Amanda Brownlow of HelloBrownlow.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. Now let's get right to it as we optimize your life. How to Live Well on One Income, plus 6 Tips to Make It Work, by Amanda Brownlow of HelloBrownlow.com. I quit my job in September 2018 to stay home with our young son. My job was stressful and my schedule was never consistent. We've had ups and downs with living on one income, but we make it work. Have you ever wondered how to live well on one income? Let's note that everyone's situation is different. Your family could have way more or way less income than mine does. If your family is in a high cost of living area, that affects your lives monetarily too. Number 1, going from 2 incomes to 1 income is a huge financial transition. Talk it out. The decision to go from 2 incomes down to 1 income is huge. How to live well on 1 income is only one broad question in the greater scheme of things, which means your lifestyle. Don't think that one day you'll just wake up and decide you're quitting your job. It's much, much more than that. Losing your job involuntarily is one thing. Quitting is another. Talk with your partner if this financial transition is in your future. Talking it over and making a plan is crucial to live on 1 income. Number 2, make a budget. Come together with your partner and make a new 1 income budget. Living on 1 income can mean a drastic reduction in cash flow. Having this conversation early can prevent budget failures. My husband and I use a zero-based budget. This means that we allocate every single penny we earn. Mortgage, groceries, savings, you name it. Every cent has its place. Income minus expenses equals 0. In no way do we spend all the money that comes in. Money into savings is considered an expense. This just ensures that we know exactly where all of our cash goes. Number 3, be real with your budget and reduce expenses. With 2 incomes, chances are that you had a little extra cash to spend on unnecessary things. We're talking new electronics, new furniture, manicures, and trips to the salon, the latest fashion, and more. Honestly, you can't do that anymore. Unless your partner has a significant salary, by all means, continue to make unnecessary purchases. But chances are you're hearing this because you need advice on how to make this work. Here are a few ways you can reduce expenses. Cut your own hair and your partner's hair. Shop secondhand. Cook more of your own meals. Have people over instead of going out. And cut cable. Number 4, minimize. My husband and I have become minimalist over the past few years. We've discarded hundreds, if not thousands of items. We've sold those items on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and at garage sales. We made several $1,000s doing this, over a few years, mind you. We're so much happier with less. Now that we have less stuff crammed into our house, we're actually buying less. Gone is the need to always buy something new. Yes, we still shop, but we always try secondhand first. I believe that if you declutter and minimize your possessions, you'll also be able to minimize your expenses. You'll see that you don't need to buy a new TV or coffee table, or that your kids already have a playroom full of toys. Number 5, set short-term and long-term goals. If you only want to stay at home or quit your job because you just don't want to work anymore, you might be hard-pressed to set long-term goals. If you're staying home or leaving your job to better your life and your family's lives, then you'll be able to set goals and reach them. For us, the goal of staying home was to 1, leave my stressful job, and 2, be able to provide a life for our son I didn't think he would get if we both worked. Goal number 3 would be to either go back to work once he starts school or start homeschooling. We're still undecided. Identify why you want to leave a job and stay without a job and what you'll do next. Type it up or write it out and then go over it with your partner. Take notes of concerns you each have and adjust your plan as you go. And number 6, stick with it. We worked so hard to move to a single income. When I finally quit my job, I had this sigh of relief the first Monday I didn't have to go back to work. But then I got overwhelmed. I thought that because my husband worked all day and provided the only income our family had, that I too had to contribute financially. Didn't I leave my job in order to not be stressed out? I started to take on too much with this blog. I thought I had time to post twice a week. Ha! I wanted to sell a lot of our clutter on Poshmark, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace, which takes time. And I also tried to do everything around the house all in one day, every day. When I talked to my husband about it, he reminded me of our big why. It's all for our son and for me to be happy. Now I've taken up sewing again. I'm reading more. Workouts actually exist. I've lost weight and I'm more motivated to work on my blog. I was pressuring myself to be a good mom and a good housewife, and I didn't need to. I was comparing myself to what society says is good. I am a good mother and a good wife. It might get hard and you might lose sight of why you went to one income, but remember why you're doing this. You can absolutely live well on one income. You got this. You just listened to the post titled, How to Live Well on One Income, plus 6 Tips to Make It Work by Amanda Brownlow of HelloBrownlow.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
Something always comes up when you're running a small business. Take the pain out of payroll benefits and HR and put the joy back in running your business with Gusto. Gusto's payroll and HR services can make it a little easier. Gusto is designed for you, the small business owner. They take the pain out of running a business. Automatically calculating paychecks, filing payroll taxes, setting up open enrollment, Gusto does it all. Want more? Time tracking, health insurance, 401k, onboarding, commuter benefits, offer letters, access to HR experts. You get the idea. With Gusto, you can focus on the joy of running your business. It's super easy to set up and get started. And if you're moving from another provider, Gusto can transfer all of your data for you. It's no surprise 94% of customers are likely to recommend Gusto. 94. Here's the best part. Because you're a listener, you get 3 months totally free. All you have to do is go to gusto.com/OFD. Again, that's gusto.com/OFD. I'm telling you, you're going to love Gusto. Get started today. If you're considering making the transition from living off of 2 incomes to living off of 1 income, it would be wise to take it for a test drive. Before you quit your job, take a good 6 months, maybe even a year, and see if you can live off of 1 income and save the other income. You'll not only benefit from the increased confidence when you actually quit, but now you have an additional 6 to 12 months of savings should you hit any bumps in the road. When I quit my job, my Midwestern gentleman and I weren't living together yet. I was confident that I could cover my expenses easily, even though I took about $100,000 loss in income. However, when he moved into my house with his son, the dynamic shifted. Expenses as a family became more complicated. On top of that, I felt insecure that I wasn't contributing enough to cover half of our joint expenses. It felt uncomfortable to me that my partner was doing the heavy lifting. But as time went on and we continued to look at our finances as a family, I was able to relax. Over the last 2 years, we've proven to ourselves that we'd actually be just fine even if I contributed nothing to the household finances. I think with good planning, mindful spending, and full transparency with your partner, living on one income is completely possible. And that will do it for today. Have a great day and rest of your weekend. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.